Hey everybody, like I said in the last video, I am back. So this is my first real video getting back into it. So we're going to start it off with what people requested. On my Instagram account, if you don't follow me there, it's Apple Watch Nerd. I've had requests showing this bad boy off. This is the Graphite stainless steel Apple Watch. It's the new color that Apple offered, and people wanted to see it with all of my bands. So that's what we're going to do today. I have all my bands just sitting right here, ready to go. So let's get to it. Well, we might as well start this video off with one of Apple's latest. Here is the Braided Solo. This is the blue one. Like I said, it's a little loose, so I think a 7 would be more my size. A couple things that people complain about with this is the fact that if I can focus, you can see it doesn't cover. There's a little gap right there. Also, you can see a little bit of the silver from the buckle part of it itself. Keeping with that new Apple Watch look, this is the deep navy in the Solo, so no clasp, which is really nice. This one's a little tighter, which I like. I like usually wearing my bands a little tighter, especially during workouts. So this is, I believe, called the Pebble Watch band. This is actually from the ceramic. That's why it's got that nice little ceramic pin right there. But I'm a big fan of like the darker watches with the white. The space black always looked good. I kind of like the way this one looks as well. All right, there's that product red, which I think they've changed a few different times. I'm thinking this is the 2nd generation. But this is also one of my favorite with the graphite. I think it looks really slick. Here is a Nike sport band. This is the platinum and white. I can't remember. Apple and their names. Another good looking band. I really like this one. Another blue band. This one is a little lighter if you want to compare. Here's the new deep navy or whatever they call it. This one I think is azure blue or something like that. But I think blue and this watch band looked really good together. Or blue and this watch is black. Can't go wrong with a black band. This has the space black pin. I think this is the only one Apple sells now. They used to sell one with a silver pin, but I don't believe they sell that one anymore. Great. So this is actually a knockoff band. It's the only one I own that's like pure knockoff sport band. I'm not a big fan. I like the color. I like the yellow color. I think it looks pretty good with this watch. But I am not a fan of the feel. It does not feel like the Apple ones. It's very sticky, like grabs a hold of stuff, it gets dirty really easy. But color wise, I think it looks pretty good. Okay, so this watch is made by Groove. They make wedding bands. I'm wearing their wedding band right now as well. I really like the wedding band. It's just a silicone like band. But this one looks, I think it's a coral color. Looks orange to me, but the thing about this one, it has little grooves on the inside, so it's supposedly more breathable than the Apple Watch. Okay, so changing categories. This is the sport loop. My dog got a hold of it right there and kind of ripped it out. It also looks kind of dirty. I don't really wear any of the sport loops too often. They're pretty comfortable, but it looks alright. This one is another third party. This is another third party sport loop. I think it's from Ubana bands, something like that. It's their contrast series. I have one other one like this that's in black that you'll see next. So here's another one of those contrast bands. This one looks closer to what Apple actually released, but from a third party. So if you can see, you got this, what's that, move, stand, and then the activity. Switching styles again. This is the woven nylon that Apple used to make. I really like this band. It's a lot thinner of a band, so it makes the watch look a little bigger. I like these a lot more than the sport loops, but I don't see Apple bringing these back anytime soon. one more of the woven nylon bands that Apple made. I can't remember the names of these, it's been too long, but it looks good. If you look at it with the graphite. Okay, the next category is going to be some third-party leather bands. So this one is made from Pad&quill. It's the Field Strap. I really like this band. I think it looks good with this watch too. It's got the black hardware, which is an added bonus if you're not getting a stainless steel watch. And here's another one with black hardware. This is from Nomad. You can see it wears really cool, based on the, you're just putting it on. It's made from Horween leather. Once again, with that black hardware, I think it looks a lot better than silver hardware. And this one is the button stud band. This and this next one coming up are by far my favorite leather bands. Better. This one's the blue. But yeah, I mean, hands down, my absolute favorite third-party band is made by Form Function Form. This is not a sponsor. I am just a big fan. This is like as close to a solo loop as you can get in leather, and they've done this before the solo loop was out. Highly recommend. I mean, like I said, you might want to go with the black hardware if you're getting it with the graphite, but it's a beautiful band. Okay, this is the classic leather buckle from Apple. Sadly, they don't make this one anymore either. Once again, has that silver hardware, so you can see how that clashes a little bit there. And some lighting, it actually matches. The graphite is very interesting. Okay, so now we're in the leather loop category. I'm going to start it off with a third party because Apple, sadly, has never made a red one. This one's also made by the Ubana band. I believe that's right. Company. I really love this band, especially if I could angle it just right. You see the red ring right there with the red watch band. That always gets me. I love it. And now we're on to Apple leather loops. This is the bright blue. This was one of the first ones that they made. Looks really good. Blue and gray-ish black, I think, goes well together. And we got this beautiful orange band. This is the Sunset from Apple. They don't make this model anymore, but you might still be able to find it. The Saddle Brown. This one, I don't know. I don't like it as much. I love the saddle brown color. It's the same as this. This was originally saddle brown. It's kind of patinaed a little bit. But I think this band with the stainless and the titanium looks a lot better. And the yellow. Same goes for this one. It looks okay, but I think because I've seen it on the stainless and on the titanium, I just think it looks a lot better on those than it does on the graphite. And last of the leather loops, we got the black. I think this one looks really good with the graphite. I think it's one of the best looking combos that I currently have. And I do have one leather link. I plan to make a video just about this band. I don't mind this combo. I think it looks pretty good. But the band in general scares me to death. Just the fact that all that's holding on this thing is the magnets makes it a lot easier to put on than the leather loops. But I also think it's a lot easier to fall off. And right here is hands down my favorite band that Apple has ever made. It's the Link bracelet. And I think it looks pretty good. I think it looks best with the steel, but at times, how the light hits it, it looks steel. Following with another stainless, this is the Milanese loop. You can see the difference with the connector right there. Not awful, but I think if you're going to get a Milanese loop, you're going to probably get the graphite color. And here it is with the space black Milanese loop. Looks pretty good. You can see the difference between the black and the graphite right there. And lastly, but not least, here it is, the graphite link band with the graphite watch. And just so you can see a little bit of the differences, there's the steel. Here is the space black. So it all depends on the lighting of which one it looks more like. And there you have it. That is all my bands with this beautiful bad boy. So, you know, some people say I have too many bands. I personally think you can't have too many bands. I want more. I just recently had to 3D print one of those little holders because I had too many bands. So I'm looking forward to the next time I have to 3D print another one, because those red braided loops look really good. So there's the red solo. I'm loving the solo and braided loops. They are, you know, one of my favorites. So yeah, so there you have it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Feel free, if you did, give me that thumbs up. If you didn't, give me the thumbs down. I can take it. I'm a big boy. And also, feel free to leave a comment of what you want to see me do next. I'm going to be doing a review. I know things that I know that I'm going to be doing is a review of the SE watch. I actually got one of those for my son, so I'm going to bring him in on a video soon to showcase that. So yeah, so I think that's it for this one. Like I said, leave a comment, hit the like. Love you guys. God bless.